Hi, I'm Angie and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Dante's Boxing Nation, Dante's Boxing Nation.
All night long.
All right, Dante's Boxing Nation. I'm over here with my man from Barbershop Conversations, Fred Hawthorne. How you doing, man?
Good, brother. How you feeling?
All right, now we just watched another one, man. Another great night of boxing. Your boy Golovkin, he knocks out Monroe. Go ahead and give me your take on the fight, man.
I was watching the fight, and I said, Gennady Golovkin is the truth. I mean, he doesn't have great defense, but he does everything you want great fighters to do. You know, you want him to walk forward. You want him to cut the ring off. You want him to throw punches. You want him to invite the other fighter to fight. And I just thought it was just an unbelievable performance. I thought Monroe got stopped from a combination of things. It was just too much pressure. In the first round, I mean, TV audience probably had a better view of this, but he was cutting the ring off in the first round. And I was like, a slick fighter shouldn't be getting cut off in the first round. You're fresh, you got your game plan is fresh, your stamina is at 100%. And the first round, he was getting cut off. And I'm like, oh Lord, it's gonna be a long night for him. And I thought he had a chance to get into the later rounds, and if Gennady Golovkin decided to attempt to knock him out, may quite possibly, but it was just an overall, I was just overly impressed with Gennady Golovkin, Dante, and I thought that after this performance, why would Cotto probably will have to fight him, but if I'm Cotto, I get paid off Canelo. I get that $10 to $15 million off Canelo, and Gennady Golovkin is my swan song, you know. But you do not fight Gennady Golovkin before you fight Canelo. You do that as close as you can to the border to Puerto Rico and Mexico, wherever stadium has that, and you pack that stadium out, 50,000 people, and you get your $10 to $15 million. You get all your endorsement deals, Rock Nation, and you fight Gennady Golovkin maybe February, March, and he does what he's done to the 20th previous guy. He'll probably knock him out.
And so it sounds like you leaning towards Cotto if he fights Canelo, though.
No. That's a good question.
Because I thought you said, you know.
Oh yeah, no,
fights him,
no, because he's a champion, because he's the man.
Yeah,
That's why I said that.
Okay,
but I think Cotto, because we haven't seen Cotto in a year, right? Sergio Martinez, and he looked phenomenal, but he fought a disabled fighter. To be candidly honest, he was coming off a torn ACL. So, although Freddie Roach, he looked great, don't get me wrong, I don't know who Canelo is 365 days post Martinez, and he's in his mid to late 30s. I'm not sure how old Canelo is off the top of my head, but he's an older fighter, an old inactive fighter. So I don't know how he would respond to a 24-year-old Canelo Alvarez. I haven't analyzed that fight, but because Canelo is fresh in my memory, I would lean towards a lot of knockdowns, and quite possibly Canelo winning. It'll be multiple knockdowns in that fight.
Yeah.
But I think Canelo will get the best of him because he's a younger fighter and his muscles are a little bit fresher. And that's just off me just not even analyzing the fight yet because they haven't signed the papers yet. But yeah, I would favor Canelo right now.
Interesting assessment. I think Cotto gives Canelo a lot of problems. I might even actually lean towards Cotto myself, Fred. But let me ask you about Golovkin's future, man. I mean, so let's say he doesn't get Cotto versus Canelo. They're not too crazy about getting in the ring with him. Who's out there for him next? Or who would be next for him, I should say?
Tom Lawfer would have to have a sit-down conversation with Al Heyman, because Peter Quillen, Andy Lee, I mean, those are the only two guys that can actually happen, and the question is on what presentation would it be on? Would it be on PBC? Would it be on ABC? So that would be the biggest. It's not who he would fight. It's yes, he has to fight this guy, but Al Heyman is a genius. Now let's not be fooled. These fights that should have happened in 2014 didn't happen, and we see why it didn't happen, because Al Heyman knew that once he parted the Red Sea with HBO and got some leeway with Showtime that he was going to have his own PBC. He was going to buy all this time on his network, and he was going to put his fighters and get multiple strands of income from an Adrian Broner fight, from a Keith Thurman fight, from a Floyd Mayweather fight, as opposed to just getting a lump sum account from HBO, $12–15 million for a Floyd Mayweather fight, or $5 million from Adrian Broner. He said, no, these are my fighters. I'm going to market these guys inside the ring and outside the ring, and I'm just going to outsmart you. And truth be told, he's doing a great job out-chessing these guys, you know, and like the old saying goes, this isn't checkers, this is chess. Al Heyman, another crafty guy from the state of Ohio, Don King being the first, another genius from the state of Cleveland, is out-chessing these long-standing HBO and Showtime execs. He's just a genius at it.
Now you know that brings me to my next question, Fred. So why is your boy Oscar suing him, and he doing all this for boxing? What problem does Oscar have?
I mean,
no, I'm kidding, yeah.
It's bigger than that. Al, I mean, you gotta ask her. Oscar has tried to beat Floyd personally. Has put in every fighter he's had. He's shot every bullet, and I don't know what goes in the back rooms of Al Heyman, but just on the outside looking in, Al Heyman outpapered Oscar De La Hoya, you know, and that's the honest be told. And when you look at a contract, you got to read the first word, and you got to make sure you read the last word. And what people forget is what's in the middle. The devil's in the detail. So I mean, maybe I don't know the details, but maybe Oscar said, okay, I trust Richard Schaefer. I don't know. I'm just going to sign. I'm going to look at, oh, this is a contract between me and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm going to sign the contract. And so maybe he got outpapered. Maybe he got outmaneuvered. And I don't know why he's doing it, and we'll see how much actually it will obviously be settled out of court. And I don't know, but the devil's in the details. And the
devil's in the detail. He said he's accusing Al Heyman of violating the Ali Act. We'll see how that goes. Well, they kicking us out the arena right now. So thanks for your time, man. Check him out on Barbershop Conversations, Fred Hawthorne.
All right, thank you, brother. I appreciate you having me again, Dante, and I want to appreciate all your fans for going out and actually going to my YouTube channel and actually subscribing. Appreciate y'all.
No doubt. We'll put the link in the video.